here from Radical Game. It's Brady and Reggie. Today is the last day. Store. There will be more Injustice videos coming. I've just got to get everything prepared for a multiverse video. I want to do some online gameplay before long, but really after that, I don't know what to do with Injustice other than cover the DLC characters when they come out and a couple of other things. And so, yeah, it's just going to be hard trying to find content for the game that I'm going to hopefully you guys will enjoy. I'm not tweeting or anything. We did see this last video, so as soon as we are able, we are going to just skip it. That way we can get right into...
The people of Atlantis demand justice. Against Brainiac.
And that way we can just get right into the video. So... we're gonna go with Superman.
I've heard enough about Brainiac and his collection. You talked a big game back at my cell. Let's see how you stack up.
Your immense power is finite. The Firestorm Matrix has no limits.
I actually have played a couple of games with Superman. My Superman, I believe in. Not 100% sure on that, but I did that not. I did that for Multiverse, the Shattered one that's up right now, which is the Superman, the one where you can rare Superman. Up until you get to the boss fight, which would give you an epic Superman. The reason I did that is because I didn't know who the final characters were going to be, and my nephew told me that it's going to be Batman and Superman, so I was like, oh. And I heard the last mission is the one where you get to choose, and I don't know if this is the last chapter. As soon as we get to, because we're going to go through again, and as soon as we do that, we're going to be doing another walkthrough, because apparently there's two different endings. There's the Superman ending and the Batman ending, and I really want to see what other character I should do. I'm thinking about going with Superman.
I'll go nuclear.
Won't stop me.
That's pretty much what we're going to be doing. There will be more. There's going to be another story mission after another story part after this. So.
You have a plan?
It's a work in progress. I might be able to restore them.
That's new.
Brainiac's adapting. I can help him. Keep those betas busy. Swamp Thing, hear me. Your power's being used against you. Against the Green.
Brainiac is now the Reigns protector. It will live forever, preserved in his collection.
Sorry, I haven't played as Batman in a while, not since the beginning. Had to make sure I was new. That right there is such a cool move. But, yeah, so I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing for Injustice content after this, because this is gonna be the final part for the story, and after that, it's just gonna be multi-person online gameplay. And I don't think that's gonna be really fun. Just have you guys look at all the time. So, oh. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. We do got another Mass Effect video coming for you guys. It's just Nick's got a lot of stuff to do in the day, and I'm not up in the daytime. Just one night, my back didn't
I'm getting closer.
up in the daytime. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So he hits so hard. I fought an epic, like a full epic gear. I think it was not even a level 10, just because I was fighting him against a level 2 character, and he just utterly destroyed me. Like there was no question about it. He just came in and just wrecked me. So it sucked. It really did.
It should disrupt their link with Brainiac.
Firestorm's brain patterns are changing. I can't read what's happening to Swamp Thing.
Jason, Professor Stein.
Yeah. We're both here. What happened?
Brainiac added a third mind to your head.
Like we needed that.
What is this place?
Brainiac's ship. Firestorm will get you back on terra firma. Report to Hal. He'll need help fighting Brainiac's suicide betas.
Sounds like a job for Firestorm. Good luck.
No Brainiac. Where is he?
I don't know. The ship's walls are lined with lead.
Fate.
Bruce Wayne of Earth, Kal-El of Krypton. Your battles echo across the universe. Your war has had consequences neither of you could foresee. The chaos you spread is a cancer upon the cosmos. Only Brainiac can establish order.
I'll deal with him.
You hate magic.
I'll manage.
And I'll hunt down Brainiac.
I've always respected you, Fate. But Brainiac can't destroy my home. Not again.
Your misdeeds precipitated his arrival on this planet. Brainiac's curiosity was piqued by your decimation of the Green Lantern Corps. Now he comes to spare humanity from the chaos you unleashed.
He's actually a pretty tough character, Dr. Fate. He's not the easiest one to fight against, but you just gotta keep hitting him until you get him down. That's the only way I can find out to get past his. That's kind of how you have to beat Superman, because Superman will just utterly just keep hitting you and hitting you. Same with the Green Arrow. Like if you can just keep them from doing anything, then you are good. Once they hit their combo stride, then there's nothing you can do. Same with the Joker. Joker, if he has this like I think it's a air combo, and if you let him get it, he will decimate you. He will just hit you one after another, after another, and after another, and you'll be sitting in the same corner for like for the whole match, and he'll just wipe you out without even you know. just gonna say it right now. No. That wouldn't happen. Superman's strong, but he ain't that strong.
The Lords of Order. Their voices are gone.
It's over, Kent.
I'm sorry for attacking. The Helm commanded me.
They can't command you anymore.
Both of you have defied fate. Courted chaos. But now, to see you working together again, you must keep order, or the Lords will impose it. If not through Brainiac.
Bye, Kent.
Even a magical being like Dr. Fate recognizes my superiority.
I wonder who he was gonna say. I was thinking he might say
universe
Darkseid.
will adhere to my design.
Unless we stop you.
I offer nothing less than deliverance. Your environment is poisoned. Your civilization has exhausted its resources. The Earth's decline cannot be reversed.
We'll find a way.
We always do.
Now that's cool. Do it, please. Mark.
Earth's time is up.
Where's Kara?
Being vivisected. She has already taught me much about the nature of your powers.
Allow me to give you a proper demonstration.
I match your strength. You cannot match my intellect. You are only a Kryptonian, of which I have killed billions.
Well, looks like we're Superman in the final battle, which is alright with me, because that means I'll be able to see Batman's next time out. But Brainiac's another one of them people that you have to keep on like, hitting more, because his moves take so much out of your health that by the time you actually do finally get through, he's already won the match. Kind of like now, like, I was in the lead by how much, and now all of a sudden he's like right there. He's not a hard character to beat, he's one of them other characters that if you just let them go through their strides, their momentum, just let them keep on hitting you. And there's really no way to stop them from hitting you. But if it can be stopped, like, the best thing I can say to do is keep them in the air. Like, try to do duck, uppercut moves, trying to keep them just off their toes, because that'll keep you from dying. So, yeah, it sucks.
No pleasure.
It's... But we win, I think, hopefully, maybe. I could be wrong. But for the story-wise, I'm hoping that the Order, that the Lords of Fate are talking about going with Darkseid as the big bad. I didn't mean to use the same move. For some reason, my directional pad stuck.
That was for Krypton. The attacks on the fleet are weakening him. I could feel him losing steam as we fought.
Good. Should make it easier to cut him off from the betas.
See, what I never got about this story is that supposedly Superman has powers under a red sun, but going back, didn't Krypton have a red sun? So wouldn't that have given or let Cal or any of the Kryptonians have superpowers? I mean, it didn't show him having powers, but his eyes glowed red with heat vision, so I don't know if that's what they were meaning in that order of sense, but...
This is Batman. Brainiac is down.
The disruptor worked. All the betas are shutting down.
We did it. Now we find Kara. What's happening?
Brainiac's mind is the ship's CPU. Apparently, he doesn't have a backup system.
Well, that's bad. You should probably get off of it and try to stop it before it crashes into the
If
Earth.
we crash, all the city's preserved on board.
Destroyed.
Clark, wait! You said yourself, the ship is controlled by pure thought.
This could kill you.
Sounds like a job for me.
Should have never let him take that seat. The cinematics are just cool. They are. Like, I love the cinematics of the game. They are really, really, really
cool. Create a bypass loop. Put the ship on autopilot.
Trying. My ship! You will not destroy my collection! Relinquish my ship.
Hello, Kara.
You will regret that. You are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you.
See, I really wish in the actual arena of the game, the map or whatever, that they could actually show a different version where it's actually Superman sitting on
I overestimated you.
or on the throne. See, he just hits you for so much, and it's just ridiculous. His combos, he can keep you like. That's kind of what I was back to what I was saying. Is to really beat Brainiac and characters who have these combos and just can keep going for days. Is you have to get in there and you have to hit them like boom, 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 or they will utterly
You
destroy
are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you.
And it is hard to do that, but Green Arrow is another one of the characters that if you don't stop him, that he will just not let you do anything. He's my favorite character to use in game right now, along with the Flash. See what I mean? Like
So little accomplished.
I'm probably gonna have to fight this fight a couple of times until I beat it. So. I was saying, he's a tough SOB.
You are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you.
And it's not even really him that does the damage, it's his machines that do the big, huge amount of damage. He doesn't hit you for very hard, but his special attacks just really just wreck everything. It is very tough to beat. I'm probably gonna have to use my super a couple of times fighting him. Because this right here, this isn't gonna do anything to him. This will probably make it even, health-wise. If even.
You're leaving, Brainiac.
See? Boom. And in one fell swoop,
Your pain brings
destroys me.
pleasure.
Don't waste my
Alright.
time.
We can still beat this. We can still win. As long as we don't let him do anything. Alright. This right here is what we're gonna have to do for like the entire thing, is just keep him in this corner. If we let him out, we will be done. Yep, there it goes. Oh, thank God. 3 times it took me to beat him. 3 times. Not too bad. Not too seriously. Overpowering.
Like you said, I'm persistent. We need to get you out of there.
Not yet. The cities.
Then why wouldn't they put the Kryptonian cities on Earth and just let Superman do his own thing? Kind of like the Atlanteans.
You're okay.
I thought it was too late, but I can feel the heartbeat of Atlantis. Brainiac's work is undone.
Not all of it. I couldn't save everyone.
Some cities are still trapped in the collection. Others were lost, wiped from the ship's memory. Metropolis, Coast City.
But we can still save them, right? Carol? My family?
I'm sorry, Hal.
First Krypton, now Earth? No other world should suffer this.
Clark, no. Even if I agreed that he should die, you can't. We need him alive to save the rest of our cities.
No, we don't. With more time and Cyborg's help, the ship will obey me.
Or we could lose more cities.
Bruce is right. We can't be sure.
What we can be sure of is that Brainiac puts everyone else at risk.
This is no different than Joker. If you'd killed him, we might have—
It was never that simple, Diana.
Yes, it is, Bruce. Metropolis and Coast City are gone. How many more innocent people die before you accept that some lives need to be taken? My powers. How did you—
Gold kryptonite, courtesy of Firestorm.
Get up, Cal.
Stay down. Enough exposure, and you'll be depowered permanently.
This madness has to end, Bruce.
Oh, God. I have to know. I gotta know how Superman ends this.
You don't want to do this.
Stop, Clark. This is over.
How can you be against me on this? He took Coast City. Think about Carol, Hal. Brainiac has to pay.
No, Clark. My rage won't bring Carol back. Just like yours couldn't bring back Lois.
Why would you say that to the most powerful person of the Justice League? Like, I get it, he's a bad guy, but come on. Like, he can kill all of you with a thought. Okay, not with a thought, but you know what I mean. He could, though. Superman could utterly destroy all of them. Like, he wouldn't have to have any of you there. Like, he really could. Like, if he really wanted to, he could kill Diana, Black Adam, everybody. Like, why does he need you around? I mean, I get it. He keeps them around because they used to be friends, but
I will pulverize you.
if you sit there and talk shit to him, he's gonna kick the... Sorry for the language. He's gonna beat the crap out of you. He will wreck you just because you talked trash about it. Or talked trash about Lois. Or not really talked trash, but brought her up. Like, that's a sensitive subject. Has nobody learned this in the past couple of games? In the past 2 games?
Nothing more than a nuisance.
Hell, for 5 years, that's all nothing Batman did was talk trash about how he couldn't save Lois and how Joker did this and how taking Joker's life wouldn't bring her back.
Don't make me call Batman.
Bad idea to tick me off.
See? I'm just gonna let him get the health res. Because the more he hits me, the closer I bring my super back, and I'll just take over. Yeah, anyways. Green Lantern's a good character, if you're good at playing him. Like, me and Nick suck as Green Lantern. But, like, I know Superman or Batman's is the good ending, and then Superman's is the bad ending. But I want to see how they do Superman's ending.
I'm tired of fighting you, Arthur.
Batman knew they'd double-cross him. We have to move. Cal, stop! These are your friends!
My friends should be helping me instead of standing in my way.
Well, Barry's dead.
This is on you, Barry. When you defected, the regime fell. You left us vulnerable to Brainiac. You shouldn't have lost your nerve.
I lost my nerve when I didn't stand up to you the first time, Clark. Never again.
I mean, I get it. Everyone feels bad about what happened, but I don't know. Like, see, the thing is a lot of people out there, like, would be like, oh, well, Superman, of course, is the bad guy. But I mean, how would any of us know? Like, I of course have never lost anybody that truly meant a lot to me, except for one of my close friends. I'm not gonna get into it.
That's
But
what I call justice.
to have yourself be the one that killed that person, tricked into killing that person, that right there breaks someone. Like, and I know this is coming from a place where I even said that the storyline itself is kind of not backwards, but it's got its plot holes, because it does. Like, Jonathan and Martha should have been there to help Clark, told him not that none of this is right, like, this isn't how you do things. But, like I said, I don't know exactly what happened. If he said, well, I'm not going to listen to you guys, this is what needs to be done, I mean, wait. But the only ones who really know how far he, actually no one would know, except for the people who seek justice or revenge against people who have done them wrong, like killing their spouses or killing their children or stuff like that.
Cal!
I can't forgive you so easily this time, Kara.
There's still hope, Cal. I know you're afraid, for everybody. Ever since you lost Lois.
I used to be afraid. Afraid my powers would make people fear me. Afraid who I'd hurt if I wasn't careful every second of every day. I spent my whole life holding back. My fear cost me Lois. That's why I don't hold back anymore.
This, I don't think would have happened. He wouldn't have outright tried to have been hurting Kara. He would have tried to convince her. And he sure the hell wouldn't let Wonder Woman get involved.
She led us right to him.
It's no accident you brought us here.
Of course it isn't.
I warned him about Diana, but I didn't believe you'd turn on me.
You should want Brainiac dead more than anyone. Instead, you're undermining me.
Thank Rao your father can't see you. When General Zod tried to take over Krypton, Jor-El led the fight against him. That's who you come from. That's who you are, Cal. Not this.
If Jor-El had been more like Zod, he might have saved Krypton. And I will save the Earth.
Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit on that one. like, don't get me wrong, I really like the characters. Like, I love the fact that they turned Superman into this just outright badass. But he wouldn't have went this far. Like, and if he would have, it would have been different. It would have been, he wouldn't have tried to kill innocent people. And he wouldn't talk bad about Jarrett. Like, I really love the story. Like, my thing about playing Injustice is the story behind it. Behind the just outright of why Superman went crazy. Like, but he wouldn't have been trying to hurt Kara. He wouldn't be talking bad about his parents. He just wouldn't. Like, I get it, they're trying to make him a hateable character, but don't make it hateable where no one wants to like the character. Damn.
I don't want to hurt you.
Stop pleading and fight.
It's just hard to believe that they would do this.
I'm sorry.
Your war is over.
Fighting on the same side, it felt like old times. But I guess we both knew it would end this way.
Do you remember that night when you told me Lois was pregnant?
You knew, even before I said anything.
That was a good memory.
From another lifetime.
I miss the people we were then.
Me too. Quit, Bruce. You can't win.
You of all people know, Clark. I never quit.
I mean, it's sad. Like, I feel for Superman, I do. But I can't... But I can't sit here and say that I don't know what I would do in this situation. Like, I don't know if I would go full crazy. Like I said, only people who have actually lost someone in like, that type of way would know. Me, I'm just... Like, it's hard to say, like, there's a lot of people who say, oh, well, I understand where you're coming from. But do you? Like, do you really?
There's no peace in revenge.
Like I'm saying, the only type of people that would know is who lost their loved ones in the same way. Like Cyborg. I don't see him going crazy because the Teen Titans were killed in the Metropolis 6. His dad would have been there. His dad would have helped him through things. Jonathan and Martha Kent would have been there to help Clark. They wouldn't have let him gone this far. Same if, you know, he was Batman and his mother and father were still alive. Bruce Wayne. Crazy. They wouldn't have allowed it. They would not have allowed their son to go far enough to kill anybody. Even if they were criminals. It wouldn't have happened. And the reason it wouldn't have happened is because...
I never quit.
That's how family works. Now, some family will be judgmental, you know, like most families are. Like, that's why they're there, is they're supposed to be judgmental on you. Friends are there to tell you, oh, well, you're doing all right, even though you're not. Family's there to tell you, listen, you're fucking up. Sorry for the language. That's what family is. But this here, the ending to Injustice 2 is, like, I like it. I love the story. Like, no, I'm not discounting that. Like, I do. Injustice 2's Injustice's storyline in general. The first game, the comics, this game. I like the stories because it's it's a way of proving that if pushed far enough, someone will be able to turn. It's kind of like what they did with the Joker in The Dark Knight. How he tried to turn Harvey Dent. You know? Like, could you take the man who stands up for hope and turn him into the greatest villain Earth has ever known? But the question itself would be hard because you possibly could, but
it's over, Bruce.
I don't think so.
You don't have to do this.
I'm not letting Brainiac live to put the Earth at risk again.
Then what? I'm your next victim.
I could have killed you years ago. It would have been so easy.
So go ahead, Clark. Do it. Show me what a villain looks like.
Is that what you want to see?
He's still breathing.
If he dies a martyr. I want him kept alive.
We need to deal with Kara.
She's young. Give her time. She'll come around.
And if she doesn't?
She will. This time, everyone will.
You bonded with Brainiac's ship.
Brainiac is dead. The remaining cities have been restored, and just like I told you, Earth is at peace.
Under your heel.
I wish you'd come around, Kara. I'm building a new army to protect the Earth. There are billions of warriors trapped in Brainiac's collection. Kryptonians, Daxamites, Zarnians. I'll have a legion whose power rivals the combined Lantern Corps. And I want you to lead it with me.
Never, Cal.
You'll either make the right choice, or I'll make it for you. What's it going to be?
Terrible. Just terrible. I mean, I like the way they ended it. That was a really cool ending. I have to sit through all of this so where I can get Brainiac and all that stuff. But with that time, I'm going to explain my side of the reasoning behind why I don't think any of this would have happened. First, we see Superman kill Lois. Of course, that would break any man's psyche. But before he would have done anything whatsoever, before he would have went crazy and went to kill the Joker, well, actually, he would have killed the Joker first, but after that, he would have went to see Martha and John. And in that moment, he would have broke down and just started crying. He would have broke down in tears. He would have probably would have tried to come up with a reason of why it happened and why it was her and why Joker did this. But Jonathan and Martha would have been there to help him through that process. Of course, he would probably still be mad and would have probably still went crazy. But John and Martha would have been there. They would have not let him gone so far as to kill innocent people. And he was. He was going to kill innocent people. He was killing people in Metropolis, Gotham, after they feared him for killing Lex Luthor. That would have never happened. Of course he would have went crazy and would have been killing villains. That's not what I'm saying. Like, that would have happened. And that's, depending on your point of view, that's either a good or a bad thing. Whatever. But he wouldn't have went as far as to kill innocent people, to silence people who disagreed with him. Of course, him and Batman would have been fighting about how to kill villains and stuff, but they would have never went as far as to him opposing people. Of course, Batman would have fought against him when he became the regime leader and was trying to take over the Earth. But it would have never got to the point of Superman killing people, killing innocent lives, because no matter how far someone goes, you can't break the code that you are built with. He was raised to be the protector that he became. He would have done it, differently. He would have been killing villains, of course. But he would have never strayed from that internal coding. Even if he felt threatened by the people who, whatever, it would have been, he would have never went so far as to kill them. Now, my next thing is the Billy Batson situation, the Shazam. That also would have never happened. Because Clark, knowing that Shazam is a little kid, he would have never, ever, no matter how far he went, would have killed a child. It wouldn't have happened. Diana would have been more of the, let's just kill the kid and get it over with. But Clark, being who he was raised by and being all of this, would have stood up and said, no, I'm not going this far. Because he would have, that would have turned him into what he was trying to stop, which is villainy, the Joker. That's who he was fighting against throughout the entire games. He wasn't fighting with anybody else. He was fighting with the Joker. He saw the Joker in everybody that he was fighting against, all the villains, everybody he was trying to stop. He even saw the Joker in Batman. And that's what it comes down to, is that he never got over the fact that Joker killed Lois. And that Joker turned him into the weapon. But he would have never went as far as to kill a kid. He would have never been killing innocents. He would have never been doing certain things. Because usually when you seek revenge, and after you get that revenge, of course you want to take it a little further. Like, I've got to be the one to stop it. The government's not doing it no more. The police aren't doing it no more. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. You go crazy with this vigilante aspect. But you would have never broken away the internal code that you have been raised to believe in. Superman would have never strayed against that. He would have never taken it so far. And now we get to the second game. Clark being he listens to Batman, doesn't kill anybody. But at the end decides that Brainiac should die. Okay, I can see that happening. But at the end, when he turned Bruce into a slave, he wouldn't have done that. He would not have turned Bruce into a slave. He would have put Bruce away in a prison, come and visit him every so often, probably imprisoned all of the rest of them too. He would have never turned them against each other. He would have probably fused with Brainiac's ship, maybe you could say that. But that still would not have broke the internal coding that we all have. Like me, I'm internally coded to be loyal to a fault, depending. It depends on what you do. But I'm loyal to friends, family, all of that stuff. That's an internal code. For someone, let's say, for a villain, for a bad guy, an internal code is, this person wronged me, I'm gonna kill you no matter who you are. That's an internal code. Even if you don't want to do it no more, you still have that urge to do it. Like, this person just wronged me. Like, you have that internal struggle. Like, that'll never go away. That's permanently into you. Superman maybe would have broke it, but he would not have broke it enough to a point where he would have been killing innocents and killing a child. Like, Superman could have never done that. It wouldn't be in his mind or he would not have been able to do it. Because his mind would have been going back to Jonathan, Martha, Jor-El, his mother, Kara, whoever helped him. It would have went back to that. And it's just hard seeing the characters like this because knowing like it wouldn't have went that far is hard. Like the other Superman said, you've taken it too far. Lois wouldn't like what you've turned into. You know, it's and in his mind he believed that what he was doing was for Lois. Like a Lois would have been perfectly fine with what was going on. Which then turned him into the villain. Plain and simple. But it's hard to understand that when me personally never lost a loved one. Probably most of you never lost a loved one like that. And if you have, I'm terribly sorry. Condolences. But some of you, yes, have had that thing where you're like, oh, well, I want to have revenge on the guy that did this, or the woman that did this, or whoever did this. But after that, like a lot of people tell you what happens after. Superman has the ability to do everything that's after. But what they don't really show in the game, which, you know, they really should show, is how he progressed to the point of where he was. He just immediately went from, I'm gonna kill the Joker, to everybody's a villain. Like, it wasn't, Joker died, or I killed the Joker, I'm working through my grief, villain, or crime is rising, I gotta stop this, oh, well, I stopped it, but people are still fighting me against it, I'm going crazy, to now. Like, there was no pyramid, and a lot of people say, well, the comics it showed it, but even in the comics it didn't. He went from killing the Joker to immediately complete all scenes to unlock the alternate chapter. Really? I gotta go through the game again. This is gonna suck. Do I really gotta go through all of it again? Yeah, I have to go through the entire thing again. Aw, oh, come on. I don't want to go through all of that crap again. Oh, this is gonna suck. Well, guys, this has been Jarrett from Radical Gaming. I would go further into depth about what I'm talking about just because, you know, it is a really hard topic. It is. It's a hard topic to talk about because I don't understand it and a lot of other people don't understand it. But what I'm saying, and this is a personal opinion, is that Superman would have never done this. He would have never went this far. So, if you guys disagree with me, put it in the comment section. Tell me why you disagree with me and why I'm wrong. Tell me, hey, listen, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't need to be talking about this. Fair enough, tell me that, and I'll tell you why I disagree. I'm not talking about an actual person losing someone, I'm talking about a fictional character. A fictional character that, with absolute power, comes absolute corruption. I believe that statement to a fault. And he was corrupted to a point where he just went crazy and started killing people. However, he had people there to help him through it. So, but this has been Jarrett from Radical Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. And if you guys do subscribe, don't forget to click the bell at the same time. That way, you guys, whenever you guys do subscribe, you can get notified whenever I upload, whenever Nick uploads, or whenever Axel uploads. After that, you know, do what you need to do. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Sorry, I did that twice. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to pip pip to doodly doo. I'll see you guys later.